Let's begin. better, or you have some ideas, or you just want to say what's up, come say hello. Destroy no data, maintain no persistence, and above all, do no harm, live, laugh, and participate in shenanigans activities with all of us. Law enforcement officials are encouraged to be here, so just know that there could be people from your local police department, FBI, NSA, CIA, all the above. We don't keep membership or attendance, so we can't provide it to anybody, but just know they may be in the vicinity and they are welcome. Everyone belongs here. The only membership requirement is to choose to be a member. That is it. And assume everybody here is technical. Don't treat people like a noob. Alright, shut the fuck up when speakers are speaking. Please remain your mouth in the shut the fuck up position while people are talking and giving talks. All speakers are respectable. Meet someone new. Challenge ideas and not people. Okay, we're all cool. We like to be cool. We like to keep it that way. Any crazy ideas? Talk about them. Meet somebody new. Shake somebody's hand. Say hello to the person on your left and right. Google Forms. This is how we order pizza every single month. Sign up on the form. We don't keep track of your data, so please sign up so that way we know how many pizzas to order each month. Get social. Here's our Discord, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, all the things. Please come connect with people there. Swag contest. I think everybody heard about the swag contest. We have Jiggle Billy going to come up and give some words about the swag contest here in a little bit. But the swag table is online at SecKC.org/products. And get involved. That's what we're all here for. We like to share knowledge. We like to do things with each other. So if you have a skill of any sort, please get involved. Again, come find one of the directors. We'll talk to you about ways to get involved. Or you can sign up online, SecKC.org/volunteer. What up, Bill? Bill's in the house. Be the change that you want. Again, if you think we can do something different, let us know. We got suggestion boxes on the Discord/SecKC. We got it there. Alright, calling all ham radio wannabes. You can take your licensing test right here, back there, in the Shut the Fuck Up room during this very meeting. When, everybody, where? Shut the Fuck Up room. Here at Tall Trouble. Spots are limited, so please sign up. Photo ID is required. The name doesn't match. Ping read on Discord. It'll get you hooked up. And here's where the study materials can be found, also linked on Discord. Bonus, we have several events coming up. Women in Security KC, April 22nd. We got B-Sides coming up. Local B-Sides at Kansas City, Kansas Community College, April 25th and 26th. And a few more things. ThoughtCon, that sounds interesting. It sounds like something I should be at. ThoughtCon, 5:30 and 5:31. And here's our agenda. I'm Travis, SecKC 101. Next, getting the most out of INFOSEC cons by Maddie, aka Zool. Should we talk to you guys? Give it up for Maddie. She's awesome. She's gonna get some talks. And swag update, like I said, Jiggle Billy will come up after that and talk about the swag update. And then we got a fucking banger at 6:40, Lockpicking 101. With Pack Planet right there. Gonna be an amazing fucking time. And then we have another talk. Everything is time. I read about this before it got put out. Sounds fucking dope. So at P-Core, that's gonna be coming up 7:45. And then Mad Beats by the amazing Johnny 540. I don't know how to say that. Johnny, that one at 7:55. Mad Beats, y'all. Mad Beats, y'all.
I can be.
All right, and here we are. This is where we are. See us? That's where we are. Tall Charles.
cybersecurity conferences. And again, this is quick and spiel-like, so ready yourselves. Okay, so whenever I go to a conference, I, ahead of time, check the schedule, see what talks are interesting, mark down which ones you might be interested in. I check all the social media pages for the conference to make sure I'm not going to miss anything fun or interesting. I think to myself, do I want to talk to strangers while I'm there? And if I do, I try to strategize what type of strangers I'd like to talk to. What are my networking goals when I'm going to a conference? Do I want to participate in any activities such as a Capture the Flag event? East Science Tennessee has 3 of them. And I also, when you're looking at a schedule, you want to look at what speakers are going to be there and what kind of backgrounds they have. If they're going to be speaking on something that's extraordinary but they have no experience in it, you might think to yourself, I'll go watch a different talk or I'll go to a village during the time. So, plan ahead. While you are at a conference, I try not to stick very strictly to my schedule or what I thought I might be interested in. Going with the flow is more of my vibe, but if you're a scheduled person and scheduling ahead of time definitely helps. I like to do the more interactive activities. If you're okay starting the CTS and failing and then walking away from it, absolutely, no matter what, bring a laptop. Because there are a lot of intro CTS at bigger conferences that you can definitely take a stab at, and if you're okay walking away from it, it's always worth a try. There are also interactive villages for the most part, such as Lockpicking, which we'll learn more about today, RF hacking, soldering, hardware hacking, OSINT, Betterment Village, which actually has a financial advisor to give you advice if you're looking for that. And SecKC is actually an aerospace village. The same people that run aerospace village at DEFCON Vegas are going to be here helping us out, learning about aerospace stuff. So, don't be afraid to take notes. Don't be afraid to be that guy that you're all cut out during a talk. Don't be afraid to be that guy that you're all cut out during a talk doing a CTF, or taking notes, or doing whatever, as long as you're focusing on getting content absorbed. When you are done with the conference, I always look for networking events afterwards, such as an after party, like the SecKC after party down in Westport, which is not sketchy during the time you're going to be there. For the record. It gets really sketchy around 1 a.m. That's when you don't want to be there. But we're going to be down at Firefly Lounge for the SecKC after party, and we're going to start around 8 p.m. Again, checking social media day of is also very helpful. Once you leave the event, write down those names of people that you met, the strangers, connect with them on LinkedIn, send them invite requests. Remind them who you are, personalize that request and say, hey, you met SecKC or SecKC or whatever event we're at, and try to keep those connections alive. Another conflict of interest while I have my phone. If you are a Discord Nitro user and you haven't used all of your boosts for this month, apparently SecKC could use your valuable Discord boosts to maintain our custom invite list, which is super helpful and free. But if we don't get enough boosts, that's okay. We'll just use our own slush fund, I guess. I don't have anything else to bark at you, but I do know someone that wants to talk to us about swag, and that guy is Drew. So here he is.
What's up, SecKC? So, who here submitted something to the swag contest? Raise your hand if you submitted something. Give these people a hand. Especially Bill. Okay, thank you all for submitting to the swag contest. Starting tomorrow morning, I'm going to put up a thread, and I'm going to put all the submissions on there, and I want you to react. And reacts will be the votes. And so if you're not in Discord, get on the Discord, vote for all the swag, whichever one you think will win. I think we're going to put all of them on shirts. So everybody wins, in a sense. But whoever gets number 1 gets a free t-shirt and one of the rare SecKC challenge coins. Yeah. So get on there and vote. And yeah, if you haven't submitted anything, you have about 12 hours. Thanks.
Oh, hey, guys, hey, what's this?
Who wants the mic?
Now he does.
And now music.
Let's begin. Go. First couple rules, don't ever pick a lock that you don't own, and don't pick locks that you actually need. You can damage the locks quite easily. Call a locksmith. Today we're going to be discussing pin-tumbler lockpicking. The most of the locks that you see in your day-to-day life are going to be pin-tumblers. There's a pin-tumbler, there's a pin-tumbler, there's another one. Here's the illustration of a pin-tumbler from the outside, and here's the inner workings of it. All the different parts. You got your spring on top, driver pin that the spring keeps the driver pin and key pin down. The plug is the part that moves right here on the middle, and here's the shear line. Now the blocking of the shear line is what stops locks from opening. And when you insert a key or a lockpick the right way, you can raise that key pin right up so that brake matches in with the shear line. And in most locks, you'll have a series of 4 to 6 pins. Some can have more, some can have less. And as you can see there, there's the shear line. When you insert the key, you watch that fancy infographic. All of those pins line up properly, and you can turn the key. If the key is the wrong one, you can either have one that's too low or too high, and the lock won't open. In a perfect world, all those pins will be all straight and lined up. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. In the real world, locks cost money to make, so they have to be made cost effectively. In the interest of increasing the usable life of the tooling, manufacturers have allowed to some error tolerance. Also, in the real world, your pins will get damaged, so nothing is ever really going to be perfect. As you can see here, in the manufacturing process, this tolerance opens up little tiny variations right here, and these variations are what we are going to use to pick a lock. As you can see right now, this one is the farthest one over, and that's the one that's going to be binding, because that's the first one that's going to contact. Right here, you have the shear line right there in the center, and you're trying to pick it. You're trying to add tension to the plug here, but it's getting blocked up. How do we do that? So first we got to do, you got to add a little pressure onto there, get it clipped up there, then you very slowly push up on that key pin until it hits that driver line, and then it'll move. Makes things easy. With multiple pins, you just do that over and over. After the first pin clicks, the core will rotate just a little bit, but it'll be enough that you can feel it, and then the next pin will be binding. After that, you just keep going until all of them. Some tips are to avoid your overlifting. That's when you push up the pin, the key and driver pin, a little bit too far. Give it a second, and woo! There we go. That is not overlifted. There we go. All right, now what tools do we need? You need the turning tool. The turning tool turns. Guess what? It fits in different size keyways. This one right here is for top of keyway, and that one is for bottom of keyway. For the bottom of the keyway, guess what? You put it in the bottom of the fucking keyway. And guess what you do with the top set? The top of keyway. Who said it? All right, now when you are picking with the bottom edge, 2 examples right here. Just put it in there, and you just put just a little bit of pressure. You really only want about enough pressure to hold a piece of paper up to the wall. That's all you really need for most locks. You got different shapes. You have your hook, your half diamond, and a small little S-ray. There's different techniques for all of them. Different techniques again. Rocking lifting, where you index right off of here and use that as a pivot point. It helps to get you a little bit more leverage and pressure. Be gentle with your fucking picks. I lose so many picks every year at B-sides because people just try to twist them. Alright, springy training. I actually don't have one of these locks on me, but this is just to Sometimes you can have pin locks that are just have one. I actually have some back there behind the shut the fuck up wall, if anybody wants to play with them. And this one, you can see that since there's just the one pin, that'll be the only one that's binding. Then you just apply a little bit of rotational pressure and push up on that pin, and everything should work. Practice locks. Up here are kick. They are key in keyway. That goes inside stuff like your doorknob, general locks, generic master locks number 3s. I don't know why they're called master. You could open them with a pack of Ovaltine. And you too. Here's a good way to hold locks. It's pretty close to how I already do it. Don't do that, especially not that one. This is the back of a kick, and there's the front of it. Very easy to disassemble. Hey, look at that. Oh, wait, what? Okay, apparently I'm missing some slides off here for some reason. I apologize for that. If anybody who does want to learn more, I do have all of my practice stuff back there, and I can give you a much better hands-on demonstration and let you guys play with some locks if you would like. I also do have the Lockpicking Village coming up on the 25th. And wow, this talk only lasted 10 minutes. Sorry, Jiggle. If you want more, hit me up on Discord.
Let's begin. Go.
once again time to shut the fuck up and now listen about how time is a conspiracy led by the deep state for the government or something by P-Cord.
I need an elbow.
Hurry it up. Time is illusion.
There's probably a joke here about fucking ladies.
show us this P-chord.
Hello. My name's Patrick. Tonight we're going to be talking about time and why it's important and how to build your own fucking time server. So let's do it.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
What if I told you everything is just a measurement based on time? Sounds crazy, right? RPM, revolutions per minute. Big time is selling you stuff you don't need, okay? So, to prove to you the time underlies like everything that we measure, think about, how do you do temperature? You have like a thermocouple. It has two different metals that are joined together, and when they get heated, there's a temperature gradient across it, it induces a voltage. That's pretty cool, but how do you like measure fucking voltage, right? So, voltages, this is a little complicated. We're gonna just jump into this, by the way. So there's a ramp up and a ramp down curve, and then there's a time, and so you hook up your DUT, your device under test, whatever you're hooking your multimeter up to. It charges a capacitor for a certain amount of time, and then it disconnects and it hooks it up to a voltage reference, which discharges the capacitor for a certain amount of time. And these slopes are proportional to the input voltage and output voltage. From those two, you can calculate the actual voltage. So that's a simple run up, run down slope.
We have a little tradition here at SecKC. This is not Patrick's first talk, but why the hell not?
It's also not
I
Jaeger.
don't know what's going on.
No, they don't have Jaeger.
It's not Jaeger.
It's not Malort, but we have a little tradition. If it's your first time or if we go way back, I'm going to buy you a shot. So, cheers.
So, some really smart guys in Loveland, Colorado, working at HP, made it way more complicated. This is a multi-slope, run-down, run-up slope. You can see all these little jaggy lines. And that is how you get like 6 decimal places of precision, or 8 decimal places on your really cool multimeters.
I think he's drunk.
I don't have enough hands for all these bears. And so we can also measure distance very accurately in the time domain. So this is for like a lathe. It's a CNC metalworking lathe. You can make micron precision parts with it. How do they hit those precisions? So they have these exciters, these receivers. These are like ball bearings, like 10 millimeter ball bearings. You pass an AC voltage here. It goes through here, comes back here, and you get an offset in the waveform. You measure this distance, and it tells you down to the micron how much you have moved your slide. And this is all time-based, so. You need a drink?
I don't think we need more drinks.
Seems like their decimals of precision are decreasing.
Some shots getting there. All right. So, quartz, crystals. It's what all your cool Casio watches use. You guys got your Casios on tonight?
Yeah.
So they take a fucking crystal over here, and you gotta slice it very specifically. The cool thing about quartz, if you look at the atomic structure, there are like 3 different patterns where you line it up and you can see straight through it. It's kind of like a slinky. Hold it sideways, you can't see through. Hold it forward, you can see all the way down, right? And then, I learned this last night while researching this, because I didn't prepare at all. They hit me up last week about this. They take the quartz crystal and they make a fucking tuning fork out of it. And then they put gold on the tip, and they slide. Just the tip. And they file the gold off to get to the exact frequency, which I have notes is 32 point something kilohertz. They take that, they feed it into a bunch of flip-flops, which if it happens to be like 2 to the power of 15, which if you do it all right, you get 1 tick per second of the 32 kilohertz from the quartz crystal. And that's how your digital watch works.
You put voltage to the flip-flops.
Your flip-flops. So then, if you want to get even more technical, you can go to NIST. They have huge fucking atomic clocks that go for like 20 feet.
So I was talking about the cool HP guys. They also made this cool mini atomic clock. They took these up in like 1960 or 1970. They took them up into planes. One thing they did was they synchronized all the clocks in the world. They went to Geneva, France, whatever, Colorado, and they synced up all the clocks. They like used this to sync it to a master clock. They took that, took it to the other clocks. And then I had more to say here.
Don't worry, it's got time.
I got time, I got time.
They took it in a plane.
Yes. Oh, so they fucking proved Einstein's general relativity down to like a couple percentage points. They took it up into a plane, they flew it around for a couple hours, they came back down, they had one on the ground, they measured the difference. So there's two things. One, if you're gravity, you go like fast. Gravity, you go slow, and then if you're, I don't know, there's two. There's special relativity and general relativity. I'm not But basically, an atomic clock, it takes cesium, puts it in the oven, vaporizes it, it goes through here. This magnet forces the quantum spin of the particle, either up or down. It kicks out the up ones, so we only have down ones coming into the cavity. The cavity is excited by our quartz crystal that we just talked about. He's super cool. It comes in here. So the thing is, they have a frequency that they vibrate at that's very specific. The other way is you can induce that voltage into the cavity and you can flip all these bits. So you can see they come in blue, they get flipped. If you do it right, you get 100% red out, and that's how you know you're atomically locked to atomic time. And there's like a feedback loop that like drives the crystal. And we got a sleep timer on. Alright, so now we're going to move. So hopefully now you understand why time is so important. You can measure stuff super accurately from temperature to distance. So we'll move from theory to DIY. Tonight I brought a time server that I built.
The time travel? What?
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Did you name the targets?
So it's just a Raspberry Pi with a GPS hat on top, and I have a GPS antenna on the back, and I rack mounted it from a mini rack. So, like I was saying, the hardware-wise, I use a Raspberry Pi. There's GPS hats. You can get a USB GPS. They also have this new Adafruit one that's USB-C. Pretty nice. And it's like, a Pi is like $30, and the GPS receiver is like $20. So, when you set it up, you'll install some tools like GPS-C, which is a daemon for the GPS tools. There's also PPS tools, so you can get pulse per second. This is Cronny. Croncy? How do you guys say that, huh? Cronny? Croncy? Anyways, so you'll set up some configs with that. And so here, you can see we have GPS time and we have the PPS. You guys like PPs? So the GPS gives you like your absolute time, like the UTC time, of what time it is right now. And the PPS stands for pulse per second. So we get the absolute time from here, and then we're counting by seconds here. Cool thing about this is you can see like there's like milliseconds everywhere else, and then we have nanoseconds here for our time zone. So it's like orders of magnitude. Like we're going from microseconds, we're skipping microseconds, and we're going straight to nanoseconds. So after you set up Cronny, you're setting up the GPS and the Pi, and you set that up to drive your system clock. This is a screenshot of CGPS, which is a tool I use. This is not mine, so you can't. Whoever posted their grid square, we know where you live now. But it's a tool so you can use to see on the terminal, like, these are all the GPS servers that it can see, and then you get your latitude, longitude, how fast you're going, all that stuff. What you want to look for here is the 3D fix. Like, that means they have you triangulated on the globe as a your position, which your position also ties to the time. So one thing about this is like, setting up your own time clock is really expensive. This one I showed before, you can find these on eBay for like $2,000, $3,000. The problem is this tube, the cesium tube, is dead, and those cost 40 grand. So
There's no due out.
yeah, who doesn't have that in their back pocket? All right. So next, we're going to talk about what the PPS is. It's pulse per second. So it's basically, there's like 4 pins on here that it's using. 2 are for serial, it's like serial clock, serial data. There's 5 volts ground, and then the 5th pin is for the pulse per second. The pulse per second is basically just a timer that you're hooking up to the Raspberry Pi. It's like a metronome, and it's very precise, like down to the nanosecond. So we're using that combined with the GPS time to keep our own local time accurate. So you fire it up, and this actually messed me up when I was doing it because my system clock was out. I was trying to use MPDD, which is the older one. That's why I'm using Cronny in this. But it wouldn't like sync up my local time with the system time. I couldn't get online, so if you didn't know, if your system clock's off, SSL just doesn't work. That all relies on having the same time, so they can exchange secrets and stuff. So instead of Cronny, you get the accurate time, and then you start getting on the internet and stuff. And then you want to verify your stuff. So this is that CGPSD. This guy, verify you have a lock, and then you will see. I forgot to put in a picture. But basically, there's another Cronny command you run for like the status over time. And you can see your offset. And so like for me, I had like 6 or 7 zeros like off UTC time, which is why we're in the nanosecond range. So then you have success kit here. You have successfully built yourself a Stratum 1 time server. I realize now I didn't even explain what Stratum 1 is, so we're going to go back to that real quick. Stratum 0 is an actual atomic clock. So we don't have those, we're not Stratum 0. But we can pull the atomic time from the server. This is NPT stuff, network time protocol. So you have different layers of your time accuracy. Stratum 0 is your ultimate like reference clock. Stratum 1 is just off that. Most of the internet NTP is like Stratum 3, stuff like that. And so, yeah. So using your new time server, there is a DHCP option. I believe it's 43 you can set to, like when they get a DHCP lease, you can inform them what the time server is. You can also just go into Windows or Apple. They're usually playing at like time.apple.com or time.microsoft.com. You can see back here on my thing. I named mine TimePy, so I was able to just do timepy.lan, and then my computers were getting the time from the local network instead of the internet. And yeah, that's my talk. Feel free to come ask me any questions.
Why is your tool not called Chronic?
It is the chronic.
What?